Tiger Rod Lawrenceville, Senior Master Mosto here with Technique Tuesday. And what I wanted to go through today was actually the front stance and back stance. Details in stances matter. We're coming up on a tournament season, a tournament opportunity in November, and you need to make sure your stances are correct. Now, with that in mind, the stances themselves are going to be judged a lot by the shifting of your weight, the bend of your knees, the positioning of your feet, and the length of your stance itself. So, front stance, first off, is 4 foot lengths. So basically, if you think of, obviously if I'm standing here from heel to toe, that's 1 foot length. If I put my heel where my toe is, that would be 2. Do that again, that's 3. Do that again, that's 4. That's the length of my front stance, and then from that position, I should actually bend my front knees so that it is stacked above my ankles. So this would be my position for my front stance, and the width is shoulder width. So your feet are diagonal, all 10 toes facing forward. Think of it as heels are pushed straight back on that, pushing that front stance forward. Now, it is not this, that's way too long. It's also not this where my knee is above or beyond my foot. So those do need to stack up, but I see a lot of people shorting that. I see a lot of people making this shorter with the knee less bent. That doesn't cut it either. Make sure that you've got that front stance long. It should feel a little uncomfortable until you're used to it in order to have that. If I'm stepping into my front stance, that's a longer stance than a normal step. So make sure that you're pushing that to an extent. Now, the back stance. Front foot is forward, back foot is sideways. If you slid your front foot back, the heel of your front foot would slide right behind the heel of your back foot. They wouldn't stack, it would be right behind it. This one is 3 foot lengths. So think of heels together, 1, put my heel over the toe is 2, heel over the toe is 3. That's my 3, and I settle my hips in. Now, on a front stance, you have 60% of the weight on your front leg, 40% on the back. On a back stance, 70% of the weight's on your back leg. My shoulder, my hip, my knee, and my ankle line up in that position. And then that front foot is forward, back foot is sideways on that. So those are the details, and keep in mind, stance doesn't change with upper body. Whether I'm doing a knife hand strike, whether I'm doing an outer forearm block, whether I'm doing a low block, it doesn't matter what that is. A stance is a stance. That's going to be your position for each movement that you do in that stance. Make sure you focus on the details for front stances and back stances, and I can't wait to see you on the mats.